What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. In today's video, back again with another showcase video, and in today's video, we are showcasing the newest legend on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global, as of me recording right now, which is going to be Black Arm Zephyr. This guy, surprisingly, was a guaranteed legend on the Treasure Map Sugo Fest, which no one saw coming, but I definitely took the opportunity, as you guys would have seen in my Sugo Fest video, to go ahead and pick this guy up. And in this video, we have a couple of clips that you guys will be seeing showcasing this particular legend character. So before we get into that, I want to quickly discuss the character, and then we'll get into the clips. So here we go with Black Arm Zephyr, who is a quick shooter fighter character. A lot of people think he's a driven character, but you know, just putting it out there, he is a shooter fighter, unlike his previous counterparts. His raid boss was a shooter powerhouse, I believe, and his Colosseum was I think it might have been fighter driven. So here we go. His captain effect will go ahead and state that if there are 6 shooter characters on your crew, boost shooter characters attack by 3.9 when slots match, 3.25 times otherwise, and reduce damage taken by 10%. So it's a very simplistic captain effect, easy to understand. You just need 6 shooter characters on your crew and make sure, you know, you're getting matching orbs to get a lot of damage. It's pretty simplistic the way that he works. His special ability works very well in tandem with his captain effect, maxing out at 12 turns with his max limit break. Will go ahead and reduce one enemy's health by 30% and then add 50 times his attack in non-type damage on top of tap timing bonuses for 2 turns, so it's additional tap timing bonus damage, very similar to Raid Boss Sabo and Legend Dogstorm. On top of this, he'll also change all shooter characters' slots, including block, into character's own type, allowing his special ability to give him the higher attack boost with his captain effect. And his tap timing bonus is up there with the best type of tap timing bonus in the game. The only person that would compete with him in terms of tap timing would be Legend V2 Katakuri, because V2 Katakuri can get up to like 18 million total damage with his tap timing bonus, and no one is coming close to that. However, Zephyr is interesting in the fact that with his special ability, he adds it for 2 turns. So you can use it on 1 turn, and then you can carry that over to the next turn if you don't kill the boss, or if you move on to a different stage, you can still have your tap timing bonus, which is very, very nice. He has 2 separate crewmate effects. The first one adds 4 times his attack on tap timing bonus damage, really nice to have that as a crewmate effect, and his secondary one will make shooter characters recovery and tandem slots have matching slot effects. This guy is a perfect sub-unit for Legend Capone, as Capone as a captain makes Psi and Int matching for shooters, and as a sub, this guy will make recovery and tandem matching for shooter characters. So if you have that combination, you automatically have 4 of the 7 natural orbs as beneficial. Very, very nice unit to have. And in terms of his potential abilities, his first one is 7% strength damage reduction. His next one is 250 additional attack when provoked, and he also gets barrier penetration, where he completely ignores barriers when you have it completely maxed out. So overall, he's actually one of the best shooter captains in the game, but we're going to be getting into a little more details as we go into the clips in this showcase video. So getting into the showcase video, there are 4 separate clips you guys will be seeing in today's video. There is going to be 3 Colosseums and a raid boss battle. In this particular clip, this is going to be against Colosseum NL. So let's get into discussing the brand new legend, Zephyr. So, shooter characters on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global have slowly been getting more and more support. The Capone batch has definitely helped out a lot, especially in tandem with Treasure Map Boa Hancock. She is a phenomenal character. However, Treasure Map Boa doesn't really fit well on Zephyr teams specifically, because remember the way that she works, your captain has to either have an Int or a Psi Orb to get the full beneficial effects of Boa Hancock. And unfortunately, it's kind of hard to do that when Zephyr's your captain, considering he is quick. Although, against this particular boss, I actually go ahead and use Boa for her other abilities to reduce resilience on the enemy, which is actually pretty cool. Even though I didn't really need to do it because I had Kid Special anyway, you know, it was just kind of there. Anyways, just talking about the character itself, Zephyr, the thing about Zephyr that I don't like in particular, just getting this out of the way, is it is kind of annoying trying to fit a type booster onto the team. That's why I personally love Capone much better in comparison to Zephyr, is the fact that Capone, you can just chuck him as your shooter captain, and he already is your crew's type booster. And considering shooters, they have so many good crewmate effects that can give you beneficial orbs, a lot of times you don't actually in particularly need Zephyr on the team. Zephyr's kind of like a win more type of unit, unless if you get a full board of block orbs. You know, he's a guaranteed unit to give you those full board of orbs, as well as giving you tap timing bonus. But a lot of the time, if you guys are going to be running a shooter team, Capone just does it better, in my personal opinion. You guys will be seeing the clip after this. We go against Coliseum Oven. I literally use the friend captain Capone because you needed the ability to tank the death damage from Oven, which obviously makes a lot of sense. But definitely from me using this, man, Capone is just a much better captain. Saying that though, Zephyr is not totally useless. Just in comparison, I do feel like Capone just brings more to the table, because when you already have the double Zephyr captains, yes, you do get slightly more attack. The thing about Capone that makes him so much better is his Big Father effect, and that is just a phenomenal ability which gives you that insane tankiness, as well as, you know, Capone just gives you a lot more extra HP, and also the fact that Capone can also heal. So I know I want to make it a showcase about Zephyr, but I'm just literally like showing off why Capone is just better. Another character that I wish I had for these particular showcase videos as well would be the V3/Dex Sabo. He's a very, very good character for shooter teams specifically. For those who don't know, his special ability is a 2.25 times orb boost to shoot a fighter free spirit, as well as applying a 3 times chain lock. Having that ability is just phenomenal. With a 1 special, that will enable you to clear a lot of content. Like, a lot of mini bosses will just die to that, and even a lot of final bosses just with that special alone is going to be great. And obviously that Dex Sabo works so well with Zephyr, because Zephyr guarantees you the full board of orbs when you use his special ability. So with 2 characters alone, you get the full board of orbs, the orb boost, the chain lock, and amazing tap timing bonus. So I really wish I had him, but unfortunately, like, I'm only missing 4 legends in the game right now, and 2 of the 4 legends are like the best shooter support units with Capone and Sabo. So it is quite unfortunate, but you know, you gotta work with what you got. So right now you can see that we are at the final stage against Oven, and luckily enough for us, we actually ended up getting a Psi or an Int Orb on our captain, so we didn't even have to use Heracles' special. But in theory, if we didn't get a matching orb on Zephyr, we could go ahead and use Heracles' special. But that's the really annoying thing, because the fact that you need to bring a character to get that guaranteed orb on Zephyr to make sure you can get Boa's special ability to activate, it's so annoying, because normally if there was some sort of way to get the orb on Zephyr, you could just replace the Heracles with Chiffon. I mean, I'm sure there's probably another team that beats this much more easier. Also, having the limited rare recruit Doflamingo would be, again, another character I would love to have, a character I do not own, because his special ability works exceptionally well, once again, with Legend Zephyr. And his special ability, for those who don't know what the Doflamingo does, he will enable your shooter character's special abilities to bypass barriers. And as we just read before at the start of the video, Zephyr is a 30% health cutter. So if you have the Doflamingo to allow that 30% health cut to go through barriers, that'll go a long way in making Zephyr teams even more powerful. And also that Doflamingo gives you a orb boost to your shooter characters. I believe it's a 2 times orb boost. So again, that's just a perfect character to pair with this Zephyr, you know, because Zephyr obviously giving you the orbs, Doflamingo makes him go through barriers and gives you the orb boost. Perfect partner. But shooters on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global in particular are actually looking pretty good, because we have access to the character 6+ Lucci, 6+ V2 Lucci that is, and he's a really nice character to have, as he provides a affinity boost to the shooter characters. I believe it's a 2 times affinity boost, as well as reduces defense. He gives you paralysis reduction. He is also a really nice character for shooter teams, although one thing I don't like about it is the fact that he is also a quick unit. A lot of the really good shooters are actually quick. You know, as we just said, we got Zephyr, Doflamingo, and then obviously V2 Lucci as well. But you guys will be seeing after this clip with Brindy World, where we go up against Raid Akainu, this is kind of a different type of shooter team that you guys are going to be seeing, and it really abuses the fact of the colors of these characters, because a very useful character to have with Zephyr as well is going to be version 2 Kuzan. for those who don't know what Kuzan is, he is a type booster to quick and psi units. So you can build a mono quick psi shooter team, or a dual, color shooter team, and using Kuzan's ability as your type booster, because I don't own Capone as a really good shooter type booster, so like the next best thing would be to build like a hybrid color team with Kuzan, and it actually worked really well, but obviously it's only really going to really shine against int and strength bosses in particular. And then moving on from that, if you guys wanted to be building, a similar type of thing, you could be building a int and strength shooter team with Capone and V2 Akainu, and that would work really well because Capone being a 2-time shooter attack booster, and then V2 Akainu is an all booster to strength and int. And there actually are a lot of good strength and int shooters as well. As you can see here, here's the team with the quick and psi shooters, and obviously very, very pay to win, but was able to beat it extremely easily, of course. I mean, Akainu's a very old raid now, so you really shouldn't expect too much from it. But that is essentially it, guys. So the shooter class on Treasure Cruise Global is actually pretty pay to win. There are some really good free-to-play units, obviously like Log Kid, Neo Boa Hancock, as well as Treasure Map Boa Hancock. There are a bunch of really good shooters that are free to play, but if you want to get those really high damage numbers that you see, over 10 million damage, 20 million damage, you do really need a lot of those legends and limited rare recruits in order to really abuse it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this breakdown of Legend Zephyr, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all of the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.